What's up, Swig Squad? T with the Diva here. I want to have a quick conversation about I had a lot of comments about making jobs much harder than they have to be. So, for the most part, most of us go to work Monday through Friday. We work 40 hours a week, with the exception of the people, of course, who work at the plant, or people who work in banking, who work on the weekends, people who do 12 hours, 14 hours, whatever your shift is, and whatever your weeks look like. People in nursing, they do weekend cadres, they do 312s, whatever your hours are, in a 7-day period. Most of our jobs, relatively, are pretty easy jobs, right? Once we learn a job, once you're trained and you've been there for a minute or so, you pretty much get the hang of everything. You know where to go, you know what to do. You even know where to send people if they ask you for help and if they need assistance. And you can do your job and you can come home and you can count that off as a productive day at work. And we just move on and wait on the next one. Well, a lot of people have a lot of obstacles and issues at their place of work, not because of the job itself, but because of people. Either whether it's micromanaging from upper management. I had one person, I think they worked at a plant, and they were saying, like, you don't even understand, like, how many people come to me just to snitch on other people. So, you got micromanaging from upper management. You got your colleagues and your co-workers wanting to tell on you, waiting on you to do something that they could snitch on you about. And so then you got a supervisor up your behind because somebody done came in and then told them something that you did when you wasn't supposed to be doing it, or whatever the case is. That does make the job more difficult. It makes it harder, and it makes it more stressful. And it's always an element outside of your normal required duties. And it's usually involving people, not necessarily the stresses of the specific position, but the people that you work with. May it be management or your colleagues. And the way that I would say to handle this, and y'all can put in the comments what y'all think and how y'all think that people should handle it. But when you got outside forces that make your job harder than what it is, for one, I would say do as much as you can to stay to yourself. Do what you can. If you can wear headphones, if you can wear AirPods, and you can kind of tune people out. If you can't, you just stand there and limit the conversation, limit the talking. You gonna speak and you gonna be polite, but just limit the personal conversations. Limit whatever cattiness, like the rumor mills and the telephone game, and all of that stuff. If it don't have nothing to do with you, like, I would just turn a new leaf and I would just start staying to myself. The more you stay to yourself, and you may have people who will come up to you like, what's wrong with you? You ain't even been talking. What's going on? I would say, so that you can kind of like keep people out of your business, converse with very few people. Involve very few people in your personal life, and, involve very few people in your work, everyday, day-to-day, your day-to-day work performance. I say, as much as you can. You know, of course you want to converse with people. You know, a lot of people, when they learn new things about the job to make the job easier, they want to share that with their coworkers, and that's a good thing. That's cool. But as far as you huddling up and talking to people and being in conversations and, you know, and I mean, and do what you supposed to do. If you're not supposed to be coming from lunch late, like, don't come from lunch late. Like, limit anything that anybody can say to or about you at work. Just limit all of that, just to make your shift go a lot smoother than it needs to. If you have to pass the baton, and when I say pass the baton, I mean that you work a shift and then somebody is coming behind you to work their shift, but they have to use either your workspace, your work tools, your work instruments, or anything that you have to pass the baton to. I would say make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure that you clean your station, make everything neat, or whatever you have to do to prep for whoever coming in behind you. I just say make anything that anybody have to discuss about you as easy and as less as you can, as less as possible. You're not involved in no he said, she said, so can't nobody put your name in none of that. As far as it relates to upper management, you know, a lot of times that's kind of hard to, it's a little hard to kind of get them off of you. But my advice would just be for you to just try to do everything the way that it's supposed to be. Don't take no shortcuts. Unless it's like a clear, clean, and legal shortcut that you can't get written up for, or nothing like that. But other than that, like, don't take no shortcuts. Keep the same thing with management. Keep your conversations to a minimum. Speaking goodbye and hello are very, very good. If you got an assignment or something that you may need clarification, yep, you gonna go ask them. But like going anywhere further than that, doing anything other than that, I think that it causes for, management to be able to judge you in a sense and then put you in a box. Like, once they feel out what your personality and characteristics are, it seems like they kind of pluck you out and put you in a box, depending on how they're rating everybody else. So I would just say, just do everything to the letter. Do everything to the letter. Anything you need clarification on, ask them, and so they can give it to you. If you having to have conversations and they coming back to you to tell you to clean something up or that you didn't do something right, just jot down what they want you to do, the practices, the steps. Make sure that you following those instructions, just to give them a little less to micromanage you for. So that they not all up in your business, all trying to figure out what you doing and what you trying to do. A lot of the people who stay out of the way and all the way out of the way, those are the people who seem like they live a way more stress-free work life, to me at least. The people who just totally stay out of the way and you never see them huddled up, or, kicking it with somebody for long periods of time, unless it's really work related. I think those are the people who fly under the radar and don't have any issues with like micromanaging. I don't know who that was that shared that they were a manager for a plant, and they always had people coming and tattletelling to them what other people were doing. But if that person was to run across this video, I would want you to put down there like like, what do you do when they come to you and they are trying to rat on somebody and tell what somebody doing, and it usually, most of the time, don't even have nothing to do with the job. It's a lot of mess that they just trying to start up. But I'll be curious to know, what those people, when they do come to you and run to you to tattletale, what are they saying about, other people? Like, I have a brother who is a manager, and when he was a supervisor, a lot of times he said when people would come to him to tell on other people, like they would be like, they don't wear their glasses, or they've been in the bathroom 15 minutes too long, or he said that if it wasn't nothing that he needed to handle like right then and there, that he would almost act like he didn't even hear him. Like, not just shoo him away or nothing, but kind of let them know that it's not a big deal by not making it a big deal. And a lot of times he said they would stop coming to tell him. So they wouldn't want to, people who tattletale on people, they want to see results. Like, they want to do it in a secretive way, but they want to see or hear you say something about getting in trouble or having something done to you. Whatever is done and however it's done, they want to hear that something has happened, because they want to hear that whatever they told on is like you getting in trouble for it. Like, just like some kids or something. Usually when people don't care for their job, it usually does not have anything to do with the job. It's usually the people in the job. If it's not management, it's other people, co-workers and cohorts, and just the employees that work around them. So get down in the comments and let's converse about what is it that makes you not like your job. Anybody who is having a blast at their job, who love their job, who don't have no complaints, I mean, kudos to you. But I don't want to hear from you right now. I want to hear from the people who don't like their job and it don't have nothing to do with the job that they're doing. And when I say doesn't have anything to do with the job, I'm talking about the specific functions of the job. It don't have nothing to do with the specific functions of the job, but it's always another element that goes along with that. And just get down in the comments and let me know what those things are. Is it micromanaging? Is it somebody that's telling on you? Are you not getting as many hours as you want? Like, whatever the issue is, just let us know what it is and let's kick it about that. So, Swig Squad, thank y'all. Thank everybody. This is Tea with the Diva, and I will talk to y'all later.